This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shasheena Rolle. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping news, there appears to be no letting up of the Grand Bahama Power Company. More consumers are taking exception to what they call the high cost of electricity. And tonight, residents say the enormous bills is not the only issue. Sabrina Brown has the details.
Push as far as getting that power company changed.
Coordinator of the Coalition for Concerned Citizens, Pastor Eddie Victor, is speaking out once again on what he calls the unjust treatment of Bahamians by the Grand Bahama Power Company. 8 Mile Rock resident Edmund Russell says he's been a customer of the power company for the past 30 years, and after being disconnected recently, he was told that his deposit was being increased. Resident Rita Stewart has been a customer of the power company for more than 4 decades, and she has a similar story.
Sometime in December, I went in to pay my light bill because the light was off, and I was informed that I would have to sign a new contract, which gives the power company the authority to change or increase the deposit by $480. Now, this is almost 4 times the amount of the normal deposits.
On checking on the status of my power bill, it was over $1,000, and to have it reconnected, I was told that I had to pay an additional $500 on top of that.
But Russell says that was not all.
On top of that, $400, I was given the opportunity, or the favor, which they call it, that I could pay the $480 on time, but at an increase of 4%. This is no favor to me or to anybody else.
Stewart is the administrator for Community Holiness Church in 8 Mile Rock. She says the church's monthly power bill is around $700, but recently they received a bill for double the amount, and she decided to query the matter.
When I got to the office, I was told that we were getting away with murder, paying the $700, and that our meter was running too slow for them, of course, and they took the meter out. We've been here for 50 years, over 50 years, as a customer of Grand Bahama Power Company. They took the meter out and replaced it, not even telling us about it.
She says although the church had not been disconnected, they were charged an additional $300. Pastor Victor says this is one of the reasons why the coalition launched a petition against the power company last week.
The rate structure that was granted to the Grand Bahama Power Company in 2012, and all of this rate structure obviously includes that they can arbitrarily increase deposits on the consumer, on businesses, and this is creating hardship. Secondly, we did bring to light a 3 cents increase that was granted in 2011 for the temporary generators. Those generators were shipped out in 2012, and that 3 cents was not reversed. But the power company is saying that that changed with the rate structure. But when you look at the numbers, you will see that the rates did not go down, they increased.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Now, Corporate Communications Director with Grand Bahama Power Company, Philcia Grant Farquharson, says claims of increase in deposits are untrue. She says the company's policy as it relates to deposits remains the same.
There has been no change in our security deposit policy. It remains as it always has, which is 2 months average consumption. I'd also like to advise our customers that it's very difficult for us to respond to their individual issues via the media or third party. We encourage anybody that has any issues with the power company or power-related problems that wants to get resolution, we encourage them to come in and see one of our customer service agents. It's very difficult for us to give a ad hoc response. This seems like very individual concerns. If those customers that have those concerns express that will come into our customer service agents, we can look into it and research. But like I said, and I want to reiterate, we've had no change in our security deposit policy. It's always been 2 months average consumption, and that's on our rules and regs that's available on our website for our customers.
Well, Parkinson says the power company is fully aware of concerns among consumers regarding the cost of electricity, but notes that a recent regional study shows that Grand Bahama Power remains competitive. Nonetheless, she says the power company will continue to explore ways to bring down the cost of electricity.
Because of the improved efficiency of our new West Sunrise plant and improved operational efficiencies, it has resulted in a reduction of the fuel component of the bill that customers pay. Also, we understand that we must do some long-term things to address costs for our customers, and part of that is our alternative and renewable energy strategy. We continue to study all energy options, and we're looking for the option that makes the best business case for our customers. Right now, we think that means bringing compressed natural gas to Grand Bahama, but we will continue to look in the future and remain focused on making the right and sustainable business decisions for the benefit of Grand Bahama and our customers.
Well, air arrivals appears to be taking off as tourism partners work in tandem to revitalize Grand Bahama's tourism industry. A brand new partnership between the government, the Hutchinson Group, and Sunwing is already helping with this turnaround. Joan Davis-Rolle tells us more.
They have all come in search of that ultimate vacation experience. Nearly 200 snowbirds from Canada, thrilled to discover why it is indeed better in the Bahamas as they arrive for the first time on board a Sunwing flight to Grand Bahama. The winter visitors leaving freezing temperatures behind in Toronto and Winnipeg.
It's great. The flight was good. We're leaving behind the cold weather in Winnipeg and come out to this 21 degrees Celsius. It's fantastic.
How come you made the flight and what are you expecting coming to Grand Bahama?
Relax, fun, sun, beaches.
Oh, I'm excited. First time down here, so yeah.
How was the flight over and what are you expecting?
It wasn't too bad over here. A little bit of turbulence, but it wasn't too bad.
What are you expecting?
I don't know. I've never been here, so I have no idea. I've been to Punta Cana once, but that's it. It's my second vacation.
What do you think you're looking forward to most?
Nicer weather. A lot nicer weather. It's cold where I'm from.
Flight was great, so I just found out it was the first time they've been here to Toronto and Winnipeg, so it is our first flight here. I enjoyed it. I'm excited.
What are you expecting most of all?
Water. Swim for miles. That's what I want to do.
The Canadian visitors with a slight change of plans. They were originally booked to stay at the New Memories Resort, formerly Reef Village. However, resort officials not meeting the January 16 opening date, now set to open in a matter of weeks. This time around, the Grand Lucaim Resort the venue for their stay. Director General of Tourism David Johnson says he is confident that the $26 million redeveloped Reef Village, once open, will provide guests with some unforgettable memories.
I'm very optimistic that their day is literally away, and I expect that February 1st we'll be in the shape we need to be in when we have some 400 rooms that we need to have ready for Sunwing's guests.
Johnson insists that there's more exciting news coming within Grand Bahama's tourism sector regarding visitor arrivals, not only by air, but by sea.
Grand Bahama cruise tourism has been going strong now for about 4 years. We're going to be holding our own in cruise tourism. The Valeria Group, very shortly, they should be making an announcement about the improvement that's underway for the service between Port Everglades and Grand Bahama, the cruise ferry service. Cruise tourism to Grand Bahama in the last 2 years have been exceeding what we've seen in almost 10 years. So the numbers will hold. With the cruise, we are fortunate that the numbers are booked and we know them well in advance. We're not guessing when we say that the number will be X. That number is good for 9 months. So we are holding our own with cruise tourism, but we're happy to seek to marry that strong rebound in the air arrivals.
Joan Davis-Rolle, Saturday Network News.
The Ministry of Tourism will celebrate its Golden Jubilee anniversary tomorrow with a service of praise and thanksgiving at the Pearl Cathedral of Christ the King. Now, prior to that service, tourism partners will take part in a march to the church. That march will leave the Sir Charles Hayward Library at 12:15. The church service will begin at 1 p.m. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues right after this.